Very slippery, very slippery. Shoot. It's very slippery in here. Hello, my name is Alex, and welcome to today's episode of Paradise of Ideas. And so I want to talk about what exactly is this channel about, because it came to me as very slippery again. It came to me as some people not exactly sure what this channel is about. So our idea was that if we have some ideas, we do our best to create it, and that's basically it. The idea of Paradise of Ideas. You have some idea, create it, document it, and share it. That's as simple as. And so obviously we're building our channel still, but we already have almost 50 subscribers, which is fantastic. It's more than one of the classrooms, the biggest classrooms that I have ever been to, which was I think 34. So 45. Thank you very much, every single one of you. We've got a little community going on here, and that's great. So far we managed to create logo, music for a channel. We shared how we deal with some issues when it comes to audio or video or such, and we also do our best to engage with the viewers and take into account your ideas as well. Yes, and there's two more things that I want to talk about, which is actually, one is that we do have also a lot of footage from quadcopters, and if it's something that interests you, something that we would like to see, just let us know in the comments. If we have enough positive response, we'll start to post more frequently, and a lot of other different things. And so I was very slippery. So far we had our series where we share the steps that we do in order to create the channel. And so we've got another step which I've been thinking for quite some time about. Precisely speaking, we need a transition, and my idea of having a transition video was to record a kaleidoscope, but ideally it would have to be a kaleidoscope that is sound powered, right? So I haven't seen anything like that before, and there's yet another reason to subscribe to this channel, to see something that no one else has done before, at least to best of my knowledge. And so here's a little clip. Kaleidoscope, it's a little thing like this one. Let me talk about how I've seen the kaleidoscope first time. I was a child back then, probably 5 or 6 year old, and when you're young you see magic much more easily all around you. My grandmother walked me to her friend. She was a quirky lady. Her house was magical in its own right, and I was just playing around in the living room. I found a device that looked like just a regular pipe or something. So I picked it up and I looked at it. I looked inside, and it made strange noise like this, right? And it was magical. I was like, what is that? I looked inside and I saw these colors and stuff, and then it was right next to the window, so I looked right up, and it was amazing. So I spent like next hour or so looking at that thing and just trying to figure out how it works and so on. And so that was the first time I saw a kaleidoscope. This idea actually I had for several years now, to make a kaleidoscope as big as possible so that it is powered by the vibration of the sound. And I think I've got an idea how to do it. So today we're going to do the full-on, the big, beautiful, spot-on kaleidoscope. Okay, let's do this. And I'm ready to get dirty. Okay, so those are all the things, well, some of the things, main things that are needed for this project. I think we're gonna start with the main one. The tube. It's just a regular cardboard postal tube, and as you can see, you can open it up, and that's what it is. Because those are small particles of cardboard flying around, and it's quite important to make sure that the mirrors inside are going to be dust free, and also there won't be any reflections. So we're going to use black matte paint, a couple coats to cover that, so there's no dust and no reflections. We could go and use it as it is, but we'll go extra mile to make it really nice. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put a couple undercoats, white undercoat spray. On top of that, glitter effect white spray, so to make it sort of pop out and shine. On top of that, we're going to use clear epoxy resin. It's a two-part metallic magic resin, which is specifically developed with the use with the metallic pigments. So those are colorful pigments that has metallic shine to it, like pure gold, right, for example. And this quite interesting powder that shines in all rainbow colors. So we've got several colors, a little bit of gold dust particles as well. Quite interestingly, glow in the dark pigments, ultraviolet. I know the green one is the brightest one of them all, but I thought this is going to be quite good color combination, so I chose this white and purple. Now, interesting one, the mirrors. Those are custom made by a specialist with beveled, polished edges and special safety backing, so if in case it shatters, it's gonna stay in one place. Now, to insert that and to hold that in place, we are going to use soundproofing foam. Of course, tools. I'm going to use this LED light. It's really powerful light. In fact, it might be too powerful for this project, but there are a couple of things that we can do to make it just right. I think this is quite interesting. Right, are you ready for this? This is the bee's knees. I'll show you. Look at that. Look at that. So here we've got over 109,000 different acrylic jewels or gemstones, and those are really good. Actually, I've got a mix of acrylic and genuine Swarovski elements, right? And on top of that, we're going to use some of the well, as you do, right? And on top of that, we're going to use glow-in-the-dark elements. We're just going to crush them up because they're a bit too big, but why not, right? And so to hold this all together, that was Tony's idea. Great idea. To hold that, we're going to use a petri dish, right? got several different petri dishes, and we're going to handpick the best of these gemstones and just place it carefully inside of those acrylic petri dish. Just a few things. Those are another acrylic discs. This is just a white cover, and this is going to go on each side of the tube. This is the interesting one. This is the actual unit that is going to shake the acrylic gemstones. It's called ultrasound, and what it is low frequency shake, and it's used for home cinemas. You feel it, you feel the game. Anyway, so it's 4 ohm resistance and 50 watt sort of speaker. I mean, it doesn't mean to you anything, but basically, to choose the right amplifier for this, you need at least 100 watt amplifier and a 4 ohm resistance. And this is the baby. It's Rainforce 160 watt or 320 watt per 2 channels, where we're going to use just 1 channel. Just imagine the possibilities of that thing. It's really powerful. The previous Kaleidoscope that we did used a small driver, which is called Body Shaker Mini, 30 watt 8 ohm. It's quite a nice little device. Of course, it does not give us really low frequency, which is one of the reasons why I chose this amplifier is because it goes down to 10 Hertz. It's really low, and so you'll have this really nice reproduction of the sound, visual reproduction of the sound. Just the cables, change the jack to power this up, and water to stay hydrated. Right. Let's do this. What are we doing? Where are we? Oh, I forgot one thing. To quickly dry up this is the hot air blower to quickly dry up the paint and the clear epoxy resin, because we don't have much time. We need to just do it quickly. An epoxy resin cures in 1 day, but the full cure is 7 days. It's a long time. Yeah, let's do this. Safety is also quite important to us. Pass me scissors, please. That's a bit of a teaser for next episode, because yeah, basically that's it. So it's a quite long episode. We had a lot of learning points along the way, and fun, of course. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and next week we'll post exactly how we built the sound-powered Kaleidoscope. So stay tuned, share this video and like if you like it. Thank you again. Bye.